Welcome to my Fanuc Roboguide tutorial channel. Our tutorial for this video is DCS, Dual Check Safety Zone Setup. Open your Roboguide with Handling Pro version. Make a new name for your workcell and then click Next at the bottom. Select Creation Method and then click Next again. Now, you can remain the default selection of the controller version, and then click Next to continue. Please select R2000 IC 165F robot to run the simulation later. Click Next button until the software option list showed. Now, select DCS related option accordingly. Confirm the selected option at the summary page and then click Finish to start generate the workcell. After done, prepare the workcell, expand the robot menu at the cell browser, and then open the properties of the UT1. When pop-out window appeared, click at the Roboguide CAD library icon. After that, select gripper at the list and then select the first icon gripper on the right window. Rotate the gripper CAD to normal to robot flange. Let's begin to design our workcell with some machine around. I would like to make this workcell as a simple palletizing system. First of all, right-click at the fixture menu over the cell browser, and then select Add Fixture. Continue, select at the CAD library. At the pop-out window, select Conveyor at the left menu list, and then choose the first conveyor over the right window. This conveyor origin point was not attached to its base, so we have to measure the height by using the measurement tool at the top function bar. Click at the ruler icon to open the function. After the window pop out, click at the From button and then click at the Conveyor CAD. After that, select the entity to origin. Now, click at To button and select the bottom surface of the conveyor leg. Now, you get the conveyor height. Let's key in the measured height to the conveyor location properties. Adjust the XY conveyor location to robot reachable zone. Then apply the settings. Continue to add another station in this simulation. Add this station at fixture again, and then select the pallet at the menu list. Then choose the pallet named PLT 1100 by 1100 at the right window. Set it to floor height accordingly. Temporarily set the location value of the pallet to visualize the layout. Currently we can estimate the height to increase for the robot in layout. Double-click at the robot body to view its properties, and then set 500 mm to the Z in the location. After that, add the robot base with right-click at the robot menu over the cell browser, and then select Address Out. Continue to select base at the pop-out list, and then select box. Set appropriate size that's slightly bigger than the robot footprint. Change the color of the box and apply the settings. To make the base look more realistic, Add a link box as mounting interface to floor. Right-click at the base under the Dress Out menu, select Add Link at the pop-out list, then choose Box again. Go to the Link CAD tab over the pop-out window, and set the size bigger than the base created previously. Then set the location to Contact to Floor. Don't forget to change the link CAD color too. Robot system workcell must covered with safety fences, to avoid operation error, or unnoticed trespass that may lead to serious injuries and physical damage on equipments. Follow my step to generate fences automatically. Go to Cell Browser, and then right-click at Obstacle menu. After the Properties list pop out, select the Add Obstacle option, and then choose the Generate Fences option. Change the parameter to Easier the snap on the grid for the fences layout. Now, click at the first point on the screen and then continue to the last point. During last point, double-click on it, then click the Generate Fences button at the window. This step may need few times of tryout to make it perfect. If you wanted to remake the fences, delete the Fences folder at below of the Obstacle menu. Split out the fences layout may help to avoiding recreate the whole fences when some mistake happened at the middle of creation. Now, locate the second part of the fences. Move the pallet to align at the center of the gate. After those preparation, it's time to set up Dual Check Safety Zone. Click the green cylinder icon at the function bar to show the robot body DCS model. Go to the Cell Browser, find the DCS menu which located at the bottom. Expand the menu, and then double-click at DCS XYZ to open its properties. Check the CPC1 box at the left of the window. Go to the User Model Setting column 2, and then drop down the list, choose UM1 from the list. Now, apply the settings and close the window. Back to the Cell Browser, and then open the properties of DCS User Model. Attention to the element list, and then check the Element 1 box and then apply the settings. Now, set the parameters accordingly. Continue to cover the rest of part of gripper. It is not possible to cover the whole gripper with single element. Detailing set up the zone might help to minimize the excessive contact to limit zone, and also avoid the mistaken operation. Now, we have covered the zone for gripper. Click the top view icon at the top function bar. Now, open the properties of the DCS XYZ. At the pop-out window, change the CPC1 name to fencing. Continue to change the setting at the mode column. From the drop-down list select line and mode. Count your fence zone corner, and then choose the point same as the amount of corner. Check the Edit a Location on-screen box to enable editing directly on-screen. Drag the triad on the screen to locate at first corner. Then click the Use Triad Location to record location. To continue next triad, click the Select Next Triad. Round off the location value to perfect the shape. Rotate the screen from top view to side view. Enable edit on screen again, then drag the triad to the maximum height of cell record it. Do the same thing to the second triad. Move on to set restrict zone for the conveyor. Open the properties of DCS XYZ settings window, following with check the CPC2 box, and then change the user model column 2 to UM1. Don't forget to change the zone name too. Continue to change the mode to diagonal out. Then apply the settings. After check the edit a location on screen box. Drag and locate the green triad from the center of robot body to the first diagonal position of the conveyor. Record it using Use Triad Location button, and then continue to locate second triad. Round off the value to make the shape look symmetry. Set the restrict zone height with the same method of fencing zone. Continue to set up another restrict zone for palletizing area. Setup method totally same as conveyor restrict zone. Please follow my step carefully. You may need to ready to pause the video to check with the settings parameter. Zone setup was completed. Any changes regarding to the monitoring list of DCS dual check safety function, robot system required your signature code to apply the setting. So, turn on virtual teach pendant with the teach pendant icon at the function bar. If your teach pendant does not show the DCS screen, click the menu button, click next at the bottom of list, then go to system and then select DCS. At DCS top page, the red highlighted items are the zones that we modified. Now click apply button, and then key in the code 1111, and then click enter to apply. Click all to view and verify all of your changes and then click OK. The default signature code is 1111 but can change the signature code too. After change the signature code, please document it down for next commissioning person. Reboot the controller is a must after apply signature code of the DCS. For actual robot, controller might take 2 to 3 minutes to reboot. So, checking of every settings before reboot can help you to save your times while keep waiting for reboot. Now, let's try to jog our robot. Change jog mode using chord button on the teach pendant. First, we try out to move within the green zone until robot gripper's user model hit the fencing zone. The zone which contacted will turn to black to notify the collision. When the user model hit the limit zone, the DCS alarm will pop out. We need to clear the alarm with holding down Shift and click Reset, and then move away from the limit zones. Check it out with conveyor restrict zone and also palletizing area. Actually, the palletizing zone is a temporary restrict zone that's sharing between robot and forklift operation. So, when the gate curtain light sensor triggered by forklift operation, robot are restricted to move into the palletizing zone. We can disable the zone through setting at the disabling input from the Cartesian position check schedule setting. Open the properties of DCS XYZ, select the CPC zone of palletizing area, and then assign the disabling input with SIR, Safety Internal Relay number 1. In the actual world, we have to connect the SIR, Safety Internal Relay to input from physical safety input. Hence, physical input is not available. Use NSI, non-safety input to simulate it. First, turn on the teach pendant, and then click the I/O button at the bottom. After moved to I/O screen, click the type button at the left bottom corner, and then select digital. Toggle the in, out button at the middle bottom, to change the screen to digital output. Then click at the config button at the left. Set the configuration accordingly. This configuration is mapping the NSI, non-safety input to digital output for control of the zone later. Move on to connect the safety I/O, click menu button, then click at next at the bottom of the list, and then select system. From the side pop-out list, click at the DCS. Move cursor to item number 2, then click detail. Click at the choice button. Robot will ask, do you want to change setting? Just reply yes. After that, click at the choice again, then select SIR from the list. Move cursor to input row, and click choice button again, select NSI at the last pages. Now, click the previous button to back to DCS main menu page, click apply and following by key and signature code of 1111, after that, click all, and verify the setting, then click OK. Reboot the controller to comply the setting. After reboot completed, click Add I/O button to open the I/O page, then go to digital output screen accordingly. Click at the item button then followed by 151, and then click Enter. Change the digital output status by the green and red button on the screen. When the signal turn on, the restrict zone change color from red to yellow. When zone is yellow, the restriction again robot will temporarily not function. Try to move robot into the palletizing zone to verify the restriction. Now, enable back the restriction of the zone and try to move into the zone. Reset the alarm with holding Shift button and click Reset. Move away from the restricted zone. Now, we simulate the situation when robot is running inside the palletizing zone, and then safety curtain sensor triggered. Robot unable to move and hold in position. Even in manual jog mode. In this situation, please leave the restricted zone and reset the safety equipment. tutorial of Roboguide DCS. Dual check safety setup isn't here. Thank you for watching. And see you next time.